Okay, so I'm here with Jake, and we just saw It's 2.
It's 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, that's what the movie's called. Sorry, I just decided to take my change now of all times. But yeah, shut up. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. So basically, if you guys remember, almost a month ago, we did the first It from 2017. Now we're doing It 2 from 2019.
Yep.
Not this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Wow. People are saying it's not as good as the first one.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I thought it was leaks. The first one was leaks better than the second one.
Like I understand why they would think that, but I don't have time to decide yet, because like I think both are equally good right now.
Yeah.
As of us recording this, I just need more time to think about like which one is actually better, and I tend to have controversial opinions.
Yeah.
You guys can watch that Spider-Man trilogy review, and I was like, I changed my like list of the villains in that movie like twice at least. Yeah, so I do need time thinking about it. But yeah, so like let's just focus on the plot right now.
Yeah. Spoilers, of course.
Yeah, spoilers. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Well, if you've seen the first one, obviously. If you have a parent with you, obviously. But yeah. So basically, yeah, like the movie just starts off with jeez, I don't remember, like
it's the
the
fair.
Carnival. Yeah,
Carnival.
the fair.
Gay couple.
Yeah.
And they get harassed.
They get harassed by this group of people, these boys, and they beat them up, and they're on a bridge. One of them,
Adrian, gets thrown off the bridge into the water, and he is rescued by our favorite clown, Pennywise.
This clown saving the day, and then the other one. Was that supposed to be one of them?
I think they both died.
Oh.
You don't hear from the other one at all. I'm just assuming that he died too.
Yeah.
Because like the balloons and stuff. So I think they are the both. Well, Adrian is definitely dead. He literally ripped off like a big chunk of him, but I think the other one's dead too.
Yeah.
So this gets out that someone was just found dismembered, and this gets attention of Mike from the first movie, who's now grown up, because this is 27 years later.
Like 30 years old to play.
They're like 12 or 13 now. They'll be in their like late 30s
39,
or
40, 41.
40s.
Yeah.
So, and of course, at the end of the first one, they made a pact that if it came back, they would come back too. So Mike starts calling the Losers Club, and they have no idea what reason, because when you leave Derry, your mind kind of suppresses all of everything that happened in Derry. Yeah. The farther you go, the more suppressed it becomes. Mm-hmm. So this place takes in Maine. I just realized, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. But if it was in Connecticut, that would make more sense. Yeah, a lot of Stephen King books take place in Maine because he was
born in Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Little known trivia facts. That's pretty cool. He was born in Maine. But yeah, so everyone's just confused, and it's from like the call.
and they all have these weird reactions because again their mind is suppressed. Like Richie throws up, Eddie gets into a car crash because it's just driving. Just seeing like Derry, it's just like a bad like gut feeling kind of.
Yeah.
Like something bad is about to happen. So they all come back except Stan. Yeah. Stan.
Spoiler. This is the first spoiler.
Oh wait, I don't think we can say it because you'll probably get demonetized.
He did the he did the bye bye. That's what we'll say. He did the.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then I said, wait, he'll probably get demonetized for it. So, yeah, Stan dies.
Yes. He took one for the team, literally. But
yeah, so they meet up at a Chinese restaurant. Everything's going good, reminiscing about old times as memories are starting to come back. But then they start to remember Pennywise. And then basically Pennywise starts terrorizing them at the restaurant with the fortune cookies, which was pretty creepy, actually.
Yeah, I stopped eating at that scene specifically because I hated it. But basically, you really see, like, from the perspective that they just show them, like, basically being scared and freaking out, it's like nothing was there. That's what everyone else sees, and they see the
that's how it is. It's because he's
you really tend to forget that during these movies that they aren't really happening.
They are, like, Pennywise is real, but it's just no one else sees because he's not targeting them. It's kind of like, that's why he doesn't go after, like, adults and stuff. Is because, well, the reason in, like, the book and stuff is because, like, adults have more complex fears than, like, childish fears. Like, children could be scared of, like, monsters, werewolves, vampires, whatever. But, like, but adults have more complex fears. Like, that Pennywise can't really manifest, so that's why he goes after children. But, so they leave, and they all want to get out because they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to die. They remember last time it came to them, and they're like, "No, I'm gonna go. Fuck you. We're gonna die. Stanley's lucky he's not here, or else he would die." And they'll know the fact he's dead.
Yeah, and they find out Stan died.
Yeah, later on.
So then.
Well, actually, no, they found out at the scene.
Yeah, so everyone's starting to pack up and leave, but Mike, who is kind of taking his, like, book self, is becoming more like his book counterpart, being like the head, well, not like the leader.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back. Oh, fuck, Christ, my toe. What were we talking about?
As I was saying, everyone, the Losers Club, everyone starting to, I was talking about Mike. So Mike is becoming more like his book counterpart, kind of not being like the leader of the group, but he's more of like the smart, like, intelligent, that he knows about the history of dairy and stuff. Yeah. Which in the first one was Ben, but in this one it shifts to Mike, which is a good adaptation. But the rest of the Losers Club, they just they want to get out of dairy. They want to just go home and forget again. Yeah. And Mike convinces Bill to stay, just to show him. They get back to his place, and he gives him a glass of water, which was he puts some chemical in it, which we will explain. Mike talks about this, like, tribe people who encounter Pennywise, and how you can defeat it by doing the ritual of Chud. So Bill has, of course, he's like, well, you're, like, crazy, kind of like, you're like, this is
get down.
This is like, you know, like, and Bill, because of what he drank, he starts to have a vision of course, it arriving on Earth through an asteroid millions of years ago, and the ritual of Chud with the tribe people. Yeah. We're gonna get back to this part because you do see a bunch of sequences of like the tribes people and how it's like form, which I wanna. There's something about like the finale that I'll talk about that has to do with that vision sequence. So we'll get back to that. So Bill and Mike go back to like the hotel, and they try to convince everyone to stay, and eventually they agree. Yeah. So Mike explains that you need to each get an artifact from like your past. So like, which we find out you need to like burn with the present, because I think that's how it was worded. So they all split up to go on their like.
Yeah. They had to do it themselves.
I don't know if we should talk about like each one in depth, but
yeah,
or we can just summarize.
Summarize each. So Richie went to a arcade and
in the
got a
movie
token.
theater.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. They all, by the way, went to the first where Ben built this hut.
Yeah.
Underground.
Bill gets the boat.
Yeah.
That he made for Georgie. Beverly gets the poem that she forgot was written by Ben. Because of course, Eddie got his inhaler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. Right?
They got Stanley's.
Yep, Stan's.
Thing.
Yeah, but that's towards the end.
Yeah.
And Mike, since Mike, I think because Mike stayed and he remembers everything, he didn't have to go back again.
I'm pretty sure he got.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he got the rock. That Beverly
That's
threw
still
at
somehow there and has blood on it.
Well, it's old and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they each get their artifacts and stuff, and meanwhile, while this is happening, Bill is you first meet this kid at the Chinese restaurant who was a fan of Richie because he becomes a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
But Richie, since it attacked like earlier, he's kind of like freaked out and stuff, so he kind of snaps at the kid and
yeah, he said a
but the kid comes
line.
back with Bill, because he now lives in Bill's old house, and he tells the kid tells Bill like how he hears voices in like the shower drain and stuff, like the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah.
So Bill is telling him to like, you gotta get out of town, you gotta get out of here, tell your parents to get out of here. Kind of crazy, but
yeah.
But the kid's like, there's the fair and I gotta go. So Bill,
I've been like, yeah, okay, I'll not go.
So Bill goes back. He's like, I gotta save the kid and stuff, because Penny there's like a skateboard and it's all bloody and it says like you couldn't save. It was like you couldn't save him either or something like that. It's kind of just signaling like, I'm gonna get this kid that you try to like tell to get out and stuff. I'm gonna get him. Even though in my opinion I think the kid wasn't real and I think it was just Pennywise messing with him.
Yeah.
Just because of like Georgie and stuff. So Bill chases after the kid and leads to the funhouse. And I will say, in my opinion, my favorite scene is the funhouse scene. It's very intense. How Pennywise is just like up on the glass and he's just banging his head trying to crack it open and stuff. It was really shot well. I love it. There is a lot of child death in this movie.
There is.
Like I said, I think the funhouse is the best. I felt really bad for like the little girl who was in the beginning, but then she shows up again at the baseball game. Who like Pennywise just kills. I kind of liked that scene too because it showed how he can manipulate, even though like his design is very like creepy looking. Yeah. How he can get away with it. Because like I said in the part 1 review, how I love his design, but it's just he's not supposed to be like scary like right off the bat. Creepy. Creepy right off the bat. He should be able to look like a fun-looking clown to lure them in. Yeah. But I like how they addressed that and have him use some manipulation tactics to like get her to come to him.
You can't judge people
by like saying like, the people think I'm ugly, and then she just using child like sympathy and stuff to get them. And he's like she's like, people think I'm ugly too because I have this birthmark on my face, and he's like, oh, I can make that go away for you. And then like he's like, on the count of 3 I'll blow it away, and he starts counting. He stops at 2 and then he's like starts drooling, and then boop, he eats her. Yeah,
she's like, you're supposed to say the. He just eats her right there. Yeah. Hey, that was the scene that got me first. Yeah. That was probably 1 or 2 times I jumped. Yeah. Because like you see the drill and they don't show it obviously, but like that scene got me.
Yeah. So yeah, they back up at the... So, because of the funhouse and stuff, Bill is, like, angry. He wants to go back. He wants to face it, like, right now. He wants to confront it. Like, I think he did in the first movie. He just went right to the... He just pulled up right to the house and was like, let's do it. So they follow him, and, they go inside his, like, lair, but they go deeper.
Yeah.
And to the crash site that he crashed in. And Mike is like, put all your artifacts in the vase, and they burn it and stuff, and then they start performing the ritual. It seems to work at first, but then a balloon. It stops. It stops the ritual. Pennywise shows up, very large, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
And he's like, the ritual, you lied to them, Mikey, like, you forgot to tell them that the ritual failed, like, all the tribes people that did it died and stuff, and it starts to break the trust of the Losers Club.
Right.
And before we get into the facts, I think we're going kind of fast, we forgot to mention Henry Bowers, because what happened? So, like in the last movie, he falls down the well after he kills his dad because Pennywise told him to kill everybody, to kill the Losers Club and stuff. So now he's in an asylum, but his dead friend, who we were watching, said he looked like Roderick.
Yeah.
Breaks him out. And he goes up to Losers Club. He stabs Eddie in the face. But then he's killed by Richie. Yeah. So we just wanted to bring, just so we're not, like, missing out on, like, Henry and stuff. Because there's not really, like, Henry, like, shouldn't have been in it more, I think. Because, like, he was kind of had his own, like, kind of plot going on in the first one. Of, like, his madness and stuff, but like in this one he's just already full psychotic and wants to kill.
I'm not surprised he turned into that.
Yeah.
Like, it showed in the first one.
Yeah. So back to the so yeah, there's some distrust and Pennywise shows up and wow. I really did not like the spider Pennywise. I thought that was silly.
Yeah.
In like the book and the original from 1990, it was just a big spider.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think they wanted to change things up, but I feel like they couldn't have done. If they wanted to have the clown aspect, they should have done more. I think instead of just making spider legs on him.
Yeah.
I think they couldn't have done more. What I wanted to talk about is I think they should not have done anything with the spider.
Yeah.
Instead, I think they should have done the bird in the vision sequence. Because I think that looked cool. The bird that the tribes people saw. I think that, because I was like, I think like that would have been great because it was foreshadowing like its like true form of like this giant like bird that like face like went back and stuff. I thought it was cool. But yeah, so Spider Pennywise is just, terrorizing Losers Club. He puts them each in their own kind of like past kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just to like confront their past and stuff. Beverly finds out Ben wrote the poem. And then he confesses his like love for her that he's had for like 27 years.
Yeah.
So, and if what was like your favorite like kind of
favorite scene?
Yeah.
I kind of had multiple. The first one was when they're all getting back together because there's that sense of like, oh yeah,
friendship
nostalgia,
and stuff. Yeah.
Long friends. And basically, what was my favorite, like, scary scene? It was probably the, flashbacks. With all the kids.
Yeah.
when they went into the specific places just to
The Paul Bunyan statue.
Yeah, that was probably the scariest one for me personally.
Yeah.
And another one, Beverly as well. Even though I saw that scene before, but
The old woman, yeah.
yeah,
The circus.
it was the trailer pretty much, so it kind of
Yeah,
was
it was in the
expected.
trailer. Yeah, something with those kind of things. There was a lot of times that I liked kind of like the scare and stuff of that scene.
Yeah.
But like my only problem is like in the background, the old woman does these like dumb flails and stuff, and it just
Yeah.
I thought it was very goofy. Like in like the background, she does like the goofiest stuff for like no reason, and that's like another gripe I have with this movie. There's too much comedy for a horror movie.
Yeah.
But like the first one, it was like, you know, it was more of like, for the first one, it was more of like just to, like calm like the audience down, to be like, just to like, because like something like scary just happened, just to calm them down. But there's like, it's
with
not
cleaning up blood with this really upbeat music.
Yeah. But in this one, it was just the tone of the movie was like very confusing. Like it shouldn't have, like the first one was more serious, like.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it did have some comedy, like, but it was when it I'm trying to say it was appropriate when it had to be, like,
Yeah.
it put it in the right place when it should have been.
Like, it can have comedy,
Yeah.
but like, just not that much. And I didn't personally have a problem with it, but I do see what you're saying in regards to it,
Yeah.
because some of it probably did feel out of place.
Yeah. So yeah, back to Spider Pennywise. So they all reunite, come together. Eddie throws the spear that Beverly tells him kills monsters if you believe, because like in the book and like the other in the originals and stuff, you can defeat Pennywise by just your sheer willpower. Like if, for say, Pennywise turns into a werewolf, and you are like, I watched all these movies. You killed werewolves with silver bullets, and you shoot him with like a silver bullet. It will work on him because you believe that it does.
Yeah.
So of course Eddie throws a spear. He's like, this kills monsters. This kills monsters and stuff.
Shane said.
It backfired.
Yeah.
I think
first,
it's just.
he threw it, and it was like, well, first it got Richie before this.
Yeah.
Like it was terrorizing
Yeah.
two of them or whatever, Beverly and Ben, I think. And basically Richie threw a rock at it, and then he just starts like,
The deadlights got him.
yeah, he was about to throw another rock, and he was like, you got another thing coming to you, I guess, or whatever, something like that. And he just sees the deadlights, he starts to rise, and while all this is happening, what you said, Eddie was like believing himself and starts chancing it.
Yeah, I think it
throws
backfired
the
because again, I think it's just because Eddie has always been scared and stuff. So I think like he did believe, but it just wasn't strong enough. You need to have like a lot of willpower to like for it to work. So there could have been, I think, that like just in the back of his head, just like just his anxiety that it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
That which led to his demise, of course.
Yeah. So pretty much, he goes to just like celebrate with Richie, who's just like, what happens?
I kind of think like the cockiness kind of got him too.
Yeah. Like you said, he got backfired, literally.
Yeah, and he got
stabbed in the back, literally.
Yeah.
And he died, literally.
Yeah, and then they finish off Spider Pennywise by just making fun of him.
Yeah.
Just insulting him. You know what? I thought that was kind of goofy too.
Yeah.
I understand like the lore and stuff of like behind like why it worked, but like it's just how they did it was just, again, and having a giant Pennywise with like spider legs just didn't really help it either.
Yeah.
Like it just, and then he's just shrunk down, and it was just, I felt it was extremely goofy. Just having him like inflate and stuff. It was just,
I could see that being the case of why people thought it, but I kind of thought it too. Like, really, this is what they had to do this entire time.
Like Pennywise's true form was always built up. Like, you know, like it's like a mystery. Like it's got to be something so like scary and stuff. Like I know in the original it wasn't that good looking, but it was because it was like stop motion and very out of place. But like again, it was kind of like a monster. Like because that's what it is. It's just a manifestation of evil and stuff. I think they could have done more with that. Like I said, I think they shouldn't have gone with the bird, but I know they want to try to stick to the source material, but yeah, so they shrink him down. Again, it's so goofy. I like it's hard to take because it just looks so like it's hard to take serious. You understand like the intensity of the situation and stuff, but because you saw the first movie and you like understand the conflict and stuff, but it's just like what you're looking at with like seeing Pennywise, like the what he said, the Eater of Worlds just shrivel up into like this little thing, and they're just calling him like a clown and stuff, like it's Twitter, like
you're a clown. Have these replies of a clown. As good as a clown.
Then they rip out its still being hard, they crush it, and it dies, I guess.
Yeah.
In the book, it's hinted that it survived.
Yeah.
But it also stated in the book that it was a female and it had eggs and stuff, so I don't want to get into that. Into that mess.
Well, we'll be back in like 2 years for it. Chapter 3.
27 years. At chapter 3.
Yeah.
I actually heard that Bill Skarsgård, the actor who plays Pennywise, he said he'd be down to do like a chapter 3 that was kind of like a prequel or something, or 27 years in the future if it survived and stuff.
Yeah.
I would be.
I don't know how that would work. Maybe the children of the people.
I think it's.
Do they have children at all?
I think it would be like either the kids or something. Like I don't know. Like Stephen King never made like an It 2 or something because it was supposed to be like the end of the story.
Yeah.
But I think if they wanted, because Hollywood and they would do something. I think either that it was just that they attacked it right at its sleeping period again, like so it just went back into hibernation, that it was all just a fuss and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they said in the book, because in like his other books they always hint that Pennywise survived and stuff.
Yeah.
Like so I mean, but I would be better off with like a prequel, because in like they show glimpses of it, of like stuff that happened before like the Losers Club fought it, like these historical events. I think it would be interesting if they did a prequel of like set in like the 1700s with like the rise of clowns and stuff, and because that's why so any other thoughts?
I mean I'm sure they would do like a Net 3 maybe. I'm not sure how they would do it, but I would be happy kind of to see it happen.
Yeah. Or in like 5 years they do another remake, cause So any other thoughts about it? Chapter 2.
Honestly, not really.
Yeah.
Like Richie's big secret, I'm pretty sure I realized what it was towards the end, but I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I don't. I think it was something to do with like Eddie, that he always liked Eddie, like, as like a friend and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they kind of like joke, like insult each other and stuff.
Yeah.
That he genuinely like cared for him and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, but they're the Losers Club, of course they like care for each other and
honestly.
stuff. But I think like his like secret was like they had like some deep bond or something.
Yeah.
I know I saw some like YouTube recommendations and of these like dumb like vines and stuff that they think like Richie was like gay for Eddie and stuff like this, and it's just I don't think it would go in that direction, but
I honestly
I think that's just the internet being the internet.
Well, I kind of wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, because like, nowadays they try
you remember the plus E thing on the bridge that Richie wrote himself.
Yeah.
So
maybe that was it.
Yeah.
We will never know.
Yeah.
I think I heard that they filmed a lot for like these two movies, so we might be getting like extended versions and stuff. So maybe. Yeah. So overall, it was. I'll just say it was like between the lines of okay and good.
Yeah.
It has its highlights, of course. It's I just think it's a big step down from the first one.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think we gave it 1 ratings. Did we?
I think so.
I probably was in the 8 range.
I think I said around 8 too.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna stay in the 8 range.
I'm gonna give it like a 5.
Really? A 5? Wow. We have very different perspectives. I'm gonna give it like an 8.2. I thought it was a genuinely good movie.
Yeah, like of course I do think it was like good and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just there is a lot of moments that it's just of course like
could have done better.
Yeah, of course they could have improved on so much, and of course they could have improved on stuff in the first one too. But
yeah.
Again, like no film.
Obviously, no movie is perfect.
Yeah. Of course. So yeah. I wish they. Yeah, there is some. Like I said, I wish they changed its final form. It was just big spider clown. I think they couldn't have.
Really original. Used that 27 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. They couldn't have. I also thought the runtime was a bit excessive.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit too long.
Could have definitely shown it down.
I mean, the first one was like 2 hours, but
Yeah.
But I feel like they couldn't have shortened some scenes and stuff.
Could have been like at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
About 2 hours, 30 minutes on average.
Yeah.
Some stuff really felt dragged out in the movie.
Yeah.
By a long shot. Yeah. Like the scene where Beverly visits her old home.
The old lady,
Yeah. Felt like those scenes were just dragged out in a way.
Yeah, that it was just like building, like really long build up to like the scare of.
Yeah.
So.
Well, 8.5, 8.2, 8.3. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, I'm hoping they will eventually make it a 3. I doubt it, but
it could be a pre. Like I said, I highly doubt it would be a sequel, but I think it could be a prequel.
Yeah.
Of like an event or something that happened.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot. 27 years for millions of years is a lot of time to stuff. So of course they could do something, but I think it's fine. I think this one had a lot of. The ending has a lot of more, besides the final battle, which I feel like the actual ending of like felt more closure. So I kind of think in it, like chapter 3, no matter what, would kind of be. It would kind of ruin that like feeling of closure at the end.
Yeah.
That like they finally. Because in like the book, when they defeat it, instead of like I think the house crumbling down something, there's like an actual storm, and it starts like flooding stuff, and it's just to symbolize like like all the old like the past of year is just washing away because it's gone and stuff.
Yeah.
That was like feeding off the town.
Someone's getting a drink back there.
Yeah. So like the ending had some like closure and stuff. It just felt like the end. Like I think this is it. Like
Yeah.
that's there's not.
Hollywood would sorry, I had something stuck in my teeth. Hollywood would have to do something really, really good in order to make the next movie like have an actual closer. Because like this felt like the real close, but they would need to like make something up that made so much sense.
Like it kind of feels like.
The third one we're doing.
Yep.
This is of course coming out on an actual Halloween day.
Yeah.
I do think.
With
Yeah.
Maybe there might be another video. Maybe on a Halloween
maybe
night.
This is the last video we're doing on this month.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's been already uploaded.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
perhaps. If you have any suggestions for horror movies during
we'll
the
save them
month,
for next year.
we can save them for next year, or
because
we may.
this is of course coming out the last day we're
Yeah,
doing this.
yeah. There's next year.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely put your suggestions in. If you made it this far into the 30 minutes, it's probably not 30 minutes, it's probably like 39 minutes at the moment. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Make sure you'll sub, and we'll see you guys in November.
Yep.
Well, Jake won't, because he's